back to my channel. So yes, your girl has been on a little hiatus, taking care of stuff, you know, behind the scenes, real life. And then, so yeah, I'm back to my hobby, which is cooking. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I made these breakfast egg rolls, like legit egg rolls. You'll see that? So if you like to see how I made these delicious, crispy, tasty egg rolls, then keep watching. Alright, G Squad, so here's everything laid out that we're going to use today to make our egg rolls. Starting with the egg roll wraps. In my other video, I did the egg rolls I showed you. I use these vegan egg rolls, and you get about, I think it must be about 15, maybe about 15 rolls in here. Then I have my one egg here. This is for this is going to serve as my egg wash to help seal the egg roll wraps when we roll them. And then in this bowl, I have 4 brown eggs that I'm going to be scrambling. And then also here, I have some leftover ingredients, some cherry tomatoes. I have these little mini bite-sized sweet peppers, so I'm using 3 of these, the red, yellow, and orange. And then I have a leftover red onion that I'm going to dice up and use that. I'm going to add some cheese in here. This is what I have left over, my Mexican cheese blend. And then as far as the seasoning, I'm using 3 seasonings: roasted garlic pepper, complete seasoning. I pretty much use this in just about everything. And then I have some pink Himalayan salt. I'm just going to use a small amount of that to saute our vegetables and to scramble our eggs. I'm going to be using some extra virgin olive oil, and then to actually deep fry the egg rolls, I'm going to be using vegetable oil, which I already have in the pot. I would have preferred to use canola oil, but I didn't have any, so I'm going to be using this, using vegetable oil. But feel free to use whichever oil you like. Okay. So now with all the ingredients being named, we're going to go right in and get started. Cooking up this delicious egg roll. Alright family, so as y'all can see, I showed you I have all my vegetables and my tomatoes cut up. So now I have the pan on, I turned the heat on, it's like a medium heat. So I'm going to go in now and add some of this olive oil. And if I would have to guess, I would say it was about a tablespoon. Yeah, about a tablespoon. Actually, I'm going to do a little more. Let's do a heaping tablespoon of this olive oil. Swirl it around just to make sure the grease is distributed throughout the bottom of the pan. And so now this is just going to heat up, and then once it heats up, we're going to add these vegetables in there and start to saute them. Alright y'all, so the oil is heated up, so to the pan I'm just going to add my peppers and onions. We're going to add the tomatoes later on. So just spread everything out. And then now I'm not going to stir this. I'm just going to let this do its thing for about 2 minutes, and then I'll go in and stir it around. So while that's doing its thing, let's go ahead and season our eggs. Okay, so I'm just going to pan yell over here. And so what I'm seasoning my eggs with, y'all, when I'm telling you, you use these 3 ingredients, this roasted, this roasted garlic pepper, even if you just have regular garlic, I'm sorry, roasted garlic granules. Oh my God. And then the complete seasoning and a little salt, I'm telling you. And if you have black pepper, you can add that to it as well. So I'm just going to add, say, about a teaspoon, half a teaspoon of this roasted garlic. Y'all can't even speak. My mouth is watering because it just, I already know how it's going to taste. And then with the complete seasoning, add, say, about a teaspoon of that. Then I'm going to hit it with this, like I said, pink Himalayan salt, and I'm just going to do like half a teaspoon, just a little, like that. That's it, okay? And so that's how it looks. So I'll go ahead in and my fork, just get that nice and scrambled. These peppers smell so good. Oh. Alright, so our eggs are beat. So now Panya back over here. And this is what the pepper and onions are looking like. So now I'm just stirring this around so it can start to cook on both sides. Okay, so now at this point, it's been cooking for about 3 minutes. I'll add my tomatoes in now. Start giving, get these going. And so at this point, I'm going to also season my vegetables with the same seasoning. I'm just going to do a light sprinkling of everything, okay? Just a tad bit, that's it for the salt, and then hit it with this again, the roasted garlic. Just a small amount. That's good right there. Now just give that a nice mix. Ooh, it smells so good. So I'm going to leave this, let it go for like 1 minute, and then we'll add our eggs to it. Alright, y'all, so another minute has gone by. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my eggs. Now normally when I'm making an omelet, if I were making an omelet, I would just pour this in and just let it cook. But I want to make these scrambled. Okay, so I'm just going in with my spatula, and as it's cooking, I'm scrambling it, if it makes sense, okay? Just stir it around. Okay, let it cook for a few seconds, and then boom, just stir it until you have it nice and scrambled. And if you want to use a fork to do this, you can do that, as well. Okay, so I'm going to put my spatula down, and you can do it with a fork. Okay, just scramble your eggs. Ooh, it smells so good. I shouldn't be using this fork, to tell you the truth, because I'm messing up my pan. So if we have any new cooks out there, if you have non-stick pans, make sure you use wooden or plastic utensils, because if you use like the the forks and stuff, it will damage the bottom of your pan. So now at this point, I'm turning it off. You all see those pretty colors? Yeah, so these are done. So now we're gonna get on with the next part of this video, which is the fun part, and that's making our actual egg rolls now. Alright, G Squad, so I transferred my eggs while they're still hot into this bowl. So now I'm going to add my cheese to this. Now I could have added to it while it was cooking, but I wanted to really melt while it's actually frying inside the oil. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's going to melt, you know, once it hits the oil. And it's going to actually soften up and start to melt as well, you know, with my eggs because they're still warm. Okay? So now I'm just stirring this up. Mixing it real well. Okay, so now these are the eggs, the egg roll wraps that I'm using again. I just wanted to show you the vegan egg rolls. I picked them up from my neighborhood supermarket. I believe they were like either $3.49 or $3.99. So yeah, and then like I said, you get I don't have my glasses in the pack. I think it's about 15. You get about 15 of these in a pack. Okay, so now get this open. Alright, so this is what the wrap looks like out of the pack, nice and thin. And so now I'm going to actually start inserting my egg mixture in the wrap, and we're going to start rolling. And then also at this point, before you start rolling your whatever egg rolls you're going to be making, make sure you get your grease started, okay? You want to have it on like a medium heat. You want to get that started so once you're done rolling your last egg roll, your grease will be nice and hot, ready to go, and then this way you can just, you know, continue on with the process. Or if you want to actually, after you do your rolls, let them sit for a little while. Some people do that, but depending on what I'm cooking, I either allow my egg rolls to sit for a little while, or in this case, since I'm making breakfast eggs, I'm going to wrap them and cook them right away. Alright? So now, just take a spoonful, and I'm using a tablespoon, and then add your mixture right here. And I usually do it at the point. I turn them on an angle and insert my ingredients at the point. And then I do my first fold this way. And then now I want to fold it on the side. Okay, like that. Okay, so it's almost going to look like an envelope. Okay, then you begin to roll. And then now this is where our, remember that egg wash I was telling you about at the beginning? This is what we're going to use this for. So you can use the paper towel, your finger. I'm just going to use this. Dip it in here. And then I'm just going to go in and just add it on my corners and then roll it. And then boom. Okay? That's how it's going to look. So it's going to seal it shut for you. Alright, so I'll do another one, and then the rest I'm going to do it, I'm just going to speed it up. So here we go again. I turn it this way, take a handful, add it in there, roll it like so, and you're going to fold it over, continue to roll, and then you're going to use your egg wash. I'm going to use my finger because this brush is picking up a lot of egg. So, and then go in and dampen. Okay? And sometimes I roll them perfectly, sometimes I don't. It doesn't matter. Alright? So, that's how it looks. So, I'm just going to roll the rest of these. G-Squad, so I finished with our rolls. So I was able to get 10 egg rolls out of that, and I used a total of 4, it was 4 large eggs, okay? So I was able, it yielded 10 egg rolls, alright? So now, the grease is hot, and the best way I can describe when you know your grease is ready When you hear that cussing sound, it's like the grease is like hotter than hot. When you hear it popping and cussing, then that's when you know it's ready. That's the best way I can to describe it. Okay, so now that the grease is ready, I'm going to go in using these, and you're going to lower your rolls inside the grease. Don't drop them in it because you don't want the grease to splash up and pop you, okay? And so with this pot, I'm going to add about 6 at a time. Well, not 6 at a time because it's only 10. So I'm going to do 5 and 5. I don't want to overcrowd it. Actually, I'll add another one. Okay, so now I'm going to allow this to cook for about 2 minutes on one side, and then we're going to flip it over and let it brown on the other. So you want it to be nice and golden brown. Alright family, so now after like 2 minutes, you're going to flip them over, as you see they're starting to brown. Just turn them over. Sometimes you might get 1 or 2 that's stubborn and doesn't want to stay on its side, so you might have to just hold it down for a few. And see now, for those of you who have those deep fryers with the basket, so you see after I held it down for a few, it stayed on its own. But if you have a deep fryer, of course you don't have that issue. Just put it in the basket, lower it in the grease, and then allow it to cook. But yeah, so I'm going to let this go for like another 2 minutes, and then we're going to take them out. Alright, so it's been like 2 minutes, so now I'm going to start removing them because I want mine golden brown. And I'm just giving it one last flip. Okay. So now I'll start removing them. I have my basket here with a paper towel in to drain the grease. That's looking. And when you're taking them out of the grease, make sure you let it linger over your pot a little, just so as much grease as possible can drain back into the pot, okay? And this is the last one from that batch. So now I'm going to add the last 4. Okay, so the same thing, 2 minutes on each side, and then we'll remove them. Alright, G Squad, so there they are, our breakfast egg rolls, like literally egg rolls, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and cut one of them. So this is a close-up of it. Get that crisp. So, you see that? You have your eggs inside, your peppers. Yes. That's how it looks. And then I just have some ketchup, on the side, for dipping. But, yeah. Yeah, so that's it. So, I hope you have enjoyed this video. And if you have, make sure you give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, like, and comment below. And I look forward, family, to seeing y'all in my next video. Okay? Stay blessed, positive, upbeat, and I'll see you soon. Bye.